If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
He's saying that he wants you, things like that. Does that stuff just sound crazy, or just like I'm supposed to be called out?
When you look at all the great fighters that was getting called out by everybody from different weight classes, so it's nothing, that I'm not surprised about.
A Tank would be something that, he said he'll touch your chin and...
Man, everybody say, what they'll do, but Tank is in his weight class for a reason.
The boxing world is buzzing after a fiery war of words erupted between two of its biggest stars, Gervonta Tank Davis and Terrence Bud Crawford. The heated back and forth began when Crawford, the undisputed welterweight champion, made a pointed remark about Davis during a recent interview. Known for his precision and supreme confidence, Crawford questioned Davis's place among boxing's pound-for-pound elite. Never one to back down, Davis quickly responded, setting the stage for a verbal showdown that has fans speculating about a potential blockbuster fight. Let's dive into how this rivalry escalated and what it could mean for their legacies and the sport's future. The recent social media feud between Davis and Crawford has further fueled their rivalry, bringing their trash talk into the public spotlight. The drama kicked off when Crawford tweeted a sharp but seemingly playful jab, "I see somebody mad." They weren't invited to the Ring magazine gala. The remark appeared to mock Davis for feeling overlooked at the prestigious event. Using humor and emojis to provoke a reaction, Davis, never one to stay silent, clapped back almost instantly, tweeting, "I still make more than you." His response quickly turned the debate toward financial dominance, a common theme in high-profile boxing feuds, emphasizing his earnings with a nonchalant shrug. And boxing glove emoji. As tensions escalated, Davis fired off another tweet, taking a more aggressive stance. "Y'all think he's chasing greatness? He's not. He has to do this just to make decent money. Exploited boy is here." In this message, Davis suggested that Crawford's career moves were driven by financial necessity, rather than true greatness, attempting to diminish Crawford's accomplishments. Crawford wasted no time in delivering a sharp and calculated response. "The first thing a dumb rich person says to another rich person is, 'I got more money than you. I bet I have more investments than you. And I don't owe $1 in taxes. You can't buy anything I can't buy, sir. And that's a fact. Let's see who lasts longer." This rebuttal shifted the conversation, positioning Crawford as financially savvy and disciplined, emphasizing long-term stability over temporary wealth. He dismissed Davis's claims of financial superiority as shallow and underscored the importance of smart investments. This fiery exchange highlights the deeper dynamics of their rivalry. It's not just about who's the better fighter, but also about pride, status, and public perception. Davis leans into his brash, confident persona, while Crawford counters with a calculated, strategic approach to both boxing and life. Their feud has only intensified interest among fans, fueling speculation about a potential fight. Crawford's comments directly challenge Davis, and both fighters are keeping the rivalry alive both in and out of the ring, proving that boxing thrives as much on drama as it does on the battles inside the ropes. In an interview promoting his latest bout, Crawford was asked about his thoughts on Davis. While he acknowledged Davis's knockout power and star appeal, he questioned the level of competition he has faced. "Tank is a great fighter, don't get me wrong," Crawford said. "But when you talk about being the best, you have to fight the best. I've been in the ring with top-tier opponents, unified belts, and proven myself across multiple divisions. I'm not sure Tank has done that yet." While his tone remained calm, many perceived his statement as a direct challenge to Davis's resume. Crawford's words quickly went viral, sparking heated debates among fans and analysts about whether Davis belongs among boxing's elite, or if he still has more to prove.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, daring to be great.
You would fight him?
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Ooh.
Wow,
man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You're going to have a pre-count.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Known for his bold personality and outspoken nature, Gervonta, Davis wasn't about to let Terrence Crawford's criticism go unanswered. In a fiery Instagram live session, Davis addressed Crawford's comments head-on, delivering a sharp response that immediately got fans talking. "Everybody's got something to say when they're staying in their own lane," Davis said with confidence. "Crawford can talk all he wants, but he knows exactly what I bring to the table. I've been selling out arenas and putting people to sleep. Nobody's worried about what he's saying. If he wants smoke, he knows where to find me." Davis didn't stop there. He also pointed out the weight difference between the two fighters, calling Crawford's remarks unrealistic and subtly suggesting that Crawford had ulterior motives for his criticism. As expected, the drama quickly spread across social media, with fans and fellow boxers chiming in on the growing rivalry. Some sided with Crawford, agreeing that Davis is yet to secure a defining victory against a top-tier opponent. Others, however, stood by Davis, arguing that his impressive knockout streak and undeniable star power cement his greatness.
Giant Gervonta fan. I think that guy is so unusual.
Yeah.
His style so unusual and his patience.
The Leo Santa Cruz fight was really something for me because Leo Santa Cruz is a technician, Mexican style, and the fight was very close before Tank stopped. But he has that power that can end it.
He finds these openings and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient. Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he probably has the lowest punch count in the early round. But he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive
This exchange has reignited discussions about weight classes, matchmaking, and the business side of modern boxing, with many questioning whether the sport prioritizes financial gain over the best possible matchups.
On that a little bit. Yeah, because he said, because I said that Earl would knock him out. So I said what I said, period. That's how I feel. If Earl fight him today, next week, next month, Earl would knock him out.
How good is Terrence Crawford?
Terrence Crawford is good, but he's not what people make him seem. He's not pound for pound. Lomachenko not pound for pound. Why Canelo not pound for pound? He just fought, what's his name, one of the best, and he's about to fight Java. Why he's not pound for pound?
Rivalry between Crawford and Davis is undeniably exciting. The reality of an actual fight between them is much more complicated. Crawford fights at welterweight 147 pounds, whereas Davis has primarily competed at lightweight 135 pounds, and has occasionally moved up to super lightweight 140 pounds. For a fight to happen, one of them would have to move significantly out of their weight class. Crawford has expressed openness to fights beyond welterweight if the payday and opportunity make sense, but Davis's camp has shown no real interest in pushing him beyond his current division. Promotional differences also add another hurdle. Crawford is a free agent after splitting from Top Rank, while Davis remains closely tied to Mayweather Promotions and PBC. Despite these challenges, the possibility of a catchweight bout remains an exciting discussion point. The roots of this rivalry stem from the intricate balance of respect, competition, and relevance in boxing. Both Davis and Crawford are in their prime, commanding attention with every move they make. Though their paths to stardom have been quite different, their feud reflects the broader tensions in boxing today, where fans increasingly demand major matchups, and fighters must constantly justify their records and career decisions in the public eye. The ongoing back and forth between these two showcases the sport's unique blend of competition and entertainment.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
There ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining the catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
Both fighters stand to gain from this high-profile exchange. Crawford, fresh off his historic win over Errol Spence Jr. to become the first male undisputed champion in the division, continues to solidify his legacy as one of the sport's all-time greats. Meanwhile, Davis is further establishing himself as a knockout sensation and a major pay-per-view draw, appealing to both hardcore boxing enthusiasts and casual fans alike. Crawford is widely regarded as one of the most accomplished fighters of his generation. His dominant victory over Spence in 2023 cemented his legacy as an undisputed champion across multiple weight classes, an extremely rare feat in the sport. Known for his surgical precision and high boxing IQ, Crawford has tested himself against and beaten the best fighters in the welterweight division, proving his greatness in the ring.
Everybody that believes in hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford can beat Canelo just like they knew Bud was gonna be Spence. This is real simple. It's real simple. You just gotta know boxing in order for you to be able to say that. And Terrence gonna get in there and do what he needs to do. Perform.
Crawford's critique of Davis likely comes from his own journey to the top. Having fought and beaten elite opponents across multiple divisions, Crawford views himself as the standard for pound-for-pound greatness. His comments on Davis reflect an old-school mentality where true greatness is defined by taking on the toughest competition rather than just racking up highlight reel knockouts. On the other hand, Davis has become one of boxing's biggest attractions, boasting an undefeated record and a string of explosive finishes. His blend of raw power, speed, and charisma has made him a major fan favorite, particularly among younger and casual audiences. However, his critics argue that he has yet to prove himself against truly elite opposition. Crawford's remarks tap into this ongoing debate, challenging Davis to step up and face top-tier competition. While the verbal jabs between these two stars are entertaining, they also highlight the difficulties of making high-stakes fights in boxing. Unlike other sports with centralized leagues and structured schedules, boxing is a fragmented industry divided by multiple promoters, networks, and governing bodies. These competing interests often delay or prevent the biggest fights from happening when fans want them most.
The niggas, when they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'ma beat his ass.
He can't do shit. Wait,
for
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
He got the whole hood over there. Like twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get fucked up over here. What do I look like getting fucked up?
Okay.
That shit.
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up.
Nigga, come to the fight, nigga.
Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool.
Come to the fight.
This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off the spot.
Get like it.
They gonna trick you off the spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Biggest hurdles to a potential fight between Terrence Crawford and Gervonta Davis is the significant gap in their natural weight classes. Crawford has spent most of his career fighting at 140 and 147 pounds, whereas Davis has primarily competed at 130, 135, and 140 pounds. A catch-weight agreement would likely be necessary, which could be difficult to negotiate. Davis would need to move up significantly in weight, facing a naturally bigger and stronger Crawford, potentially putting him at a disadvantage. Crawford's recent free agent status has made him more flexible in pursuing fights across promotional boundaries. However, Davis remains closely aligned with Mayweather Promotions and Premier Boxing Champions PBC, which could complicate negotiations. Historically, rival promoters have been reluctant to work together, making cross-promotional fights a challenge. Both fighters must weigh the risks and rewards of stepping into the ring together. For Crawford, a victory over Davis could be seen as a win over a smaller opponent, offering less legacy-building value than potential fights against welterweights or super welterweights. For Davis, the challenge would be immense facing a larger, more experienced opponent with little margin for error. Analyzing a potential matchup between them reveals an intriguing contrast. Crawford, a master tactician, has superior height, reach, and experience. His ability to switch stances seamlessly makes him unpredictable and difficult to counter. Known for his analytical mindset, Crawford excels at mid-fight adjustments, breaking down opponents as the rounds progress. This cerebral approach has made him one of the most complete fighters of his generation. Davis, in contrast, brings an entirely different set of skills. Renowned for his explosive power and highlight reel knockouts, he thrives in high-pressure moments. His compact frame and low center of gravity make him particularly dangerous in close quarters, where his devastating hooks and uppercuts often prove decisive. Despite his smaller stature, Davis's relentless aggression and punching power have neutralized many opponents, solidifying his reputation as both a fan favorite and a fearsome competitor. The key factors shaping this potential fight lie in their contrasting physical attributes and styles. Crawford's height and reach advantage would likely play a major role, especially if the fight were held at 147 pounds. His ability to control distance and dictate the pace would allow him to keep Davis at bay. On the other hand, Davis's best chance would be closing the distance and landing power shots inside. Whether he could overcome the size disadvantage remains a fascinating question. Speed and power are also crucial considerations. Both fighters are exceptionally quick, but Davis's knockout power is the ultimate equalizer. A single clean shot could change the fight instantly, even against a skilled opponent like Crawford. Davis is particularly dangerous in the early rounds when his energy is at its peak, and his punches carry maximum force. However, Crawford's speed, precision, and ability to anticipate encounter could wear Davis down over time, making for an intriguing chess match inside the ring.
Stop closing up and let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Strategy would be a decisive factor in a Crawford versus Davis fight. Crawford's cerebral approach and mastery of ring generalship could neutralize Davis's aggression, forcing him to adapt or risk falling behind on the scorecards. Crawford's ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents has been a hallmark of his success, and he would likely look to exploit any defensive gaps in Davis's game. However, Davis's unwavering confidence and ability to thrive in high-stakes moments could lead him to take risks, potentially turning the fight into a brawl where his power and tenacity shine. Several possible outcomes make this matchup even more intriguing. A Crawford victory by decision seems likely given his technical brilliance and ability to control the pace over 12 rounds. He could outbox Davis using his reach and footwork to stay out of harm's way while accumulating points. Alternatively, Davis's legendary knockout power presents the possibility of an explosive finish in his favor. A single moment of brilliance, a well-timed hook or uppercut could end the fight abruptly, showcasing Davis's ability to capitalize on split-second openings. There's also the possibility of a controversial decision or even a draw, especially if both fighters have their moments of dominance. Such an outcome would likely fuel demand for a rematch, intensifying their rivalry even further. The ongoing war of words between Davis and Crawford highlights boxing's unique blend of sport and spectacle. Their verbal exchanges have captivated fans, reinforcing why rivalries remain an essential part of the sport's cultural fabric. Regardless of whether they ever step into the ring together, their back and forth has already created a compelling narrative that resonates deeply with fans. This rivalry underscores not just the competitive nature of boxing, but also its ability to generate excitement through storytelling that transcends physical combat. In an era where boxing competes with mixed martial arts, MMA, and other combat sports for attention, high-profile rivalries like this are crucial for maintaining its relevance. These feuds draw in casual fans while reigniting passion among longtime boxing enthusiasts. The Davis-Crawford debate also raises important questions about legacy, competition, and risk-taking in modern boxing. Davis's explosive power and box office appeal have made him a superstar, but critics argue that he has yet to face truly elite opponents. Meanwhile, Crawford has cemented his status as one of boxing's all-time greats by unifying multiple divisions and defeating top-tier fighters. Their contrasting paths highlight an ongoing discussion in boxing, the balance between building a lucrative career and cementing a lasting legacy. Crawford's critique of Davis challenges younger fighters to prioritize taking on tough competition, rather than strictly focusing on financial incentives. Conversely, Davis's rise as an electrifying knockout artist demonstrates the importance of connecting with fans and creating excitement together. The rivalry sends a powerful message about the value of risk-taking and showmanship in boxing. Fighters willing to embrace both could help revitalize the sport and create the matchups fans truly want to see. Social media has played a major role in amplifying this feud, with platforms like Twitter and Instagram allowing fans to engage in debates, share opinions, and speculate about a potential fight. These digital platforms have made rivalries more engaging than ever, ensuring that boxing remains in the public eye even without an actual fight taking place. This rivalry also highlights how boxing's appeal extends beyond the ring. The personalities, egos, and backstories of fighters are just as much a part of the sport as the physical battles themselves. The verbal sparring between Crawford and Davis adds an emotional layer to their potential clash, making it more than just a matchup of elite athletes. Fans are drawn to the drama behind the punches, the psychological warfare, the pride at stake. These elements elevate the sport, turning it into a cultural phenomenon that resonates far beyond a single fight. Whether or not Davis and Crawford ever meet in the ring, their feud has already become a significant part of boxing history. Fans will continue debating who would win, analyzing their strengths and weaknesses, and imagining how their styles would clash. Such discussions add depth to the sport, keeping it exciting and relevant even between major events. In the end, the Davis-Crawford rivalry reminds us why boxing remains unique, a sport where drama outside the ring often mirrors the intensity within, where rivalries capture the imagination, and where the line between athletic competition and entertainment is constantly blurred. For now, their war of words keeps fans engaged, and the excitement surrounding their feud proves that boxing still holds the power to captivate audiences around the world. Asterisk.
Is he top 10 fighter?
Yeah, I mean he's doing what he's supposed to do, so we can't say he's not top 10 fighter, but pound for pound, 1 or 2, no. Lomachenko not 1 or 2. How you gonna say and he got 12 fights? Y'all disrespecting the sport. 12 fights.
What do you think about this heated exchange between Gervonta Davis and Terrence Crawford? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Asterisk.